MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Adbert Alzolay, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, you know, that fifth inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune in this one today.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
The 1-1 home. Our temperature a very comfortable 72 degrees as we get things started. The count now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. Miguel Rojas waits on deck. Fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Once again, a 3-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez has it, and that's out number 1. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup likes to run the bases. They like to run them aggressively. Stolen bases are not out of the equation. Taking the extra bag, putting the defense on blast right here. The key for this offense is getting guys on base to create havoc.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Alzolay, just 24 years of age. This is his second year as a major leaguer. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Rojas is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Hit out towards second, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson, and he has been, pardon the cliche, in fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. First offering on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Miami down in order. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Caleb Smith gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. From the stretch. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. From the stretch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Ball, that's inside.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So stepping in, Javier Baez. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Ball 2 now.
This would seem like an easy RBI situation. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position, but you have to know there's an open base, and he might be pitching around you.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
2-1.
Out in front here as this one scorched foul to the left. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Has a look, now the pitch. Jason Hayward comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 2-2 offering.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Over to VR. Relayed to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. New inning set to get underway. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. Pitch on the way. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. Schwarber is there, and he has it for the out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
At the plate, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Anderson has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Hap is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Harold Ramirez.
Standing in, Harold Ramirez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Line to the right side, and the Marlins are into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1 left for Miami. They trail this one 1-0. At the plate, Jason Kipnis. Lifetime in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Right fielder is on the run, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
In now, Ian Happ, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
The 1-1. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Dickerson ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first down. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play. Now batting, Adbert Alzolay. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive, base hit to right. Throw won't get him. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Striding into the box, Matt Joyce, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Two and 1.
Count is 2 and 1.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in, Caleb Smith. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Breaking ball, as this is right at his melon as he turns away there.
Even though that wasn't a fastball, it's never fun seeing a pitch come right at your head. Your first thing is to dive out of the way. It's not to see if you could see the stitching of a slider and decipher whether or not it's a fastball.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope. It'll stay up long enough to be run down out there. A good break on that ball, and he's retired.
Second baseman, Jonathan.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Villar, the former Baltimore Oriole, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know every.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be the imposing power bat, Chris Bryant. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Alfaro shading to his right. 1 away. So one gone now as you take a look there at the standings in the National League East, and you see where the Marlins find themselves entering play today. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
Bases are empty, one man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And a swing and a miss. As that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam. Sandwich.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Popped up. Smith has a play, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier.
Now the Cubs four-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Sent out to straightaway center field. Joyce is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0. Ready now for the Marlins, Miguel Rojas. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Miguel Rojas.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Schwarber has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And these two guys have both displayed their power arms so far, with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hard hit towards center. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jesus Aguilar. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 3-2 now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins leave one. They're down 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Digging in now, Jason Hayward. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's pitched out.
High and deep to right center. On the move is Joyce. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And he takes ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Count even now at 1-1. Pitch on the way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Full count still. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Up next to the Cubs, the center fielder, Ian.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's set and the pitch. It's sharply toward third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Kipnis at second. Happ on at first with 2 down. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, Dero, talk about adding insult to injury right there. And the pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, and if he throws a gem, Dan, without question, he's getting his name in the box. He's all over the box scoring this one. Ribbies, innings pitch, strikeouts, all of the above.
And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground at first. Onto the bag with it is Aguilar, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. All the way up and down the lineup, he said he's seeing swings break down and result in soft contact. He said some of that is pitch selection, some of it is poor swing mechanics, and some of it is a lack of focus. But either way, the message down here is that they need to find ways to make adjustments in the box, guys.
Leading off for Miami.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Right fielder.
First pitch on its way. Harold Ramirez is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Jorge Alfaro will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him. And with it, the Marlins have cut it to 3-2 now.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Here's Matt Joyce now.
The center fielder, number 7.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Pitch popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The next 0-2. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. And he misses there. 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Still 1-2. Now here it comes.
Ball, that's outside.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Fouled off. The next 3-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Caleb Smith. He flew out in his last at bat. Fastball laid off well below the knees. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Jonathan Villar. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Schwarber is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 2. Josh Rader, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Number 9, Josh Rader.
Bottom of the inning now, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Now here's the pitch.
That's outside.
Haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Javier.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
You know, D-Roll, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Here comes the first pitch. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 2 down, runners at first and second. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
In the dirt here. And he'll hurry back to second here, as he was wise to not push it that time. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Stepping in, Miguel Rojas. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And a curveball in for a strike. And he takes this one high. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The batter, the left fielder.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
1-1. Misses up and in.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. He loses him on ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Kyle Ryan enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. 0-1 the count. Ryan has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Stepping in, Brian Anderson. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Marlins leave 1. They're down 3-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Pitch on the way.
Ball, that's out.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. The next Cub up, Ian Happ, has scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1 ball, no strikes the count. A ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. 1-2. Here it comes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
3 twos are scored here in inning number 6. just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And the pitch. Got him.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Albert Almora will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 9 homers and 22 RBIs. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Almora stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they still lead it 3-2.